Alright, let's go continue with Fumbling in the Dark. Last time, things didn't go too well. If you've actually watched part number 9, you know how this ended. So, let's go continue with Fumbling in the Dark to start this episode. I could say hello everybody, Treecks here, welcome to Crash Bandicoot, part 10. But I don't really feel like doing that. This is a new episode. I think I've got a little bit more time. So hopefully I'm a little bit less rushed. And I can actually finish off this optional stage. Which is indeed quite difficult, as you might have noticed. Last time I was not even able to get to the first checkpoint, so... it was not very promising, at least. Here are the reds. The checkpoint is close to here. This is actually the platform that I completely misjumped last time. Right, let's go quickly for the access. Last couple of platforms, and here we have the first checkpoint at least. However, the stage is only going to get harder from this point on. But at least we don't have to do that beginning part over again. Right, there's very thin platforms over here. Be careful for these. These are definitely the most tricky ones. Especially whenever busy with the speedrun. Those are the platforms that definitely get you. Oh, be careful for the spider. Oh! Yeah, bye! Did not expect that X-swinging by to actually go over the platform. Good to remember. Until before here they actually go either before or after the platform. But at that point they actually go over the platform. Directly hitting you if you don't time it correctly. Bye, Mr. Spider. That guy actually killed me more than 100 times whenever attempting the first speedrun in my first playthrough. That was horrible. Oh, and I'd much rather have hit that box a little bit later. Because I don't dare to go too fast here. Ah. Doesn't matter, I died anyway, so... This stage really is freaking difficult. And I'm afraid even that is an understatement. Should be careful with spinning enemies. Because of the enemies actually flying around, it can initiate your boxes a bit early sometimes. I'm pretty sure that does mean the Aku actually runs out quicker. You want to hit them as late as possible, to give yourself as much time as you can. But for now, things worked out. Checkpoint number 2. And this should be the final one, actually. Oh, I don't see anything! Not fair that the game doesn't give you an Aku there. More reds. Not intimidated. And once again, I initiated an Aku too early. Wouldn't be surprised if I actually run out of time. We'll see. Oh! Also does not help. 3 spiders. Oh, here we go. Let's not take any risk. I did not see if there was a final gap in the floor over there. I'll just assume there is. Well, there we go. Perfect. Luckily, we didn't have to do this one without dying. And that is a worry we're going to have to face later. But not quite now. And the final of the 2 optional stages taken care of. 85% done. That went way better than last time. Still not really smooth. But I'm pretty sure a difficult stage like this is pretty much impossible to do smoothly. Now, we are back on the main pathway. Only a couple more stages to do, as you can see, before we reach the top, where Doctor Neo Cortex is waiting for us. Castle Machinery is up next. This is not per se one of the more difficult stages, and therefore this one is more suiting for Crash himself. Crash will actually take care of the easiest stage in the game. And I hear you ask, how is a Island 3 stage the easiest stage in the game? Well, officially it is not. If you don't have the green gem, then it is not per se an easy stage. But if you do have the green gem, this actually immediately becomes the easiest stage in the game, because you can actually skip it. You start off right at the end. Normally, of course, this is a jump you cannot make. You will always fall down and therefore have to play the stage. But if you have the green gem, you can actually go up here, get yourself a gazillion one-ups. There's a second green gem platform over there that will immediately bring you to the end. That is how easy stages in Crash Bandicoot can be, if you bother to pick up gems. However, that's not going to happen, of course. This stage also has a gem that we need to get, and for that we need to break all of the crates, like always. And therefore we are not going to take the cheese. And we are going to play the stage normally. Oh, a fun fact, don't try to cheese the stage in time attack mode either. Don't think this is a stage where you can get 3 seconds or something. In time attack you can also not cheese it this way. The clock that you need to pick up in order to initiate the time attack is actually also after that fall. And therefore you cannot use the green gem platform. And that is how mean the game actually is. It is only easy to do the moment you're not going for 100%. Otherwise, that little shortcut is no use to you. And that is how simple it is, long story short. In the meantime, we are pretty far in the stage already. That little shortcut at the beginning gave me a lot of things to talk about. But this stage is clearly the second factory level. 2D factory level. Not to be confused with the 3D platforming level that we also did. This one is based on the first one in this world. Not per se a harder variant, because I don't really consider this stage more difficult than the first one. There's a couple of tricky sections, but not per se something too difficult. Like these platforms, get off them in time, because otherwise you get burned. Especially this one. But this one you cannot jump. You have to walk to the next platform. And there we are. Ooh, I'm actually getting invincibility again. That's something you really rarely see in the third world. So, let's make use of it. The steam cannot hit me. And I'm going to party in it. Okay, be careful, these platforms will fall. Fall, 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 fall. And let's fall ourselves onto the checkpoint. And let's continue without getting hit this time, because invincibility has run out. Oh, before moving on, use this platform over here as a trampoline. So we can get ourselves a couple of Wumpa fruit. Not required per se, there's no crates here. Oh, speaking of crates, this looks like a bouncy section. Bloop, 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 bloop. Things that always warm up my platformer's heart. This platform we don't want to hit, because otherwise we're going to get burned. These we do want to hit. Jump! Not interested in all of the Wumpa fruits. I cannot carry it anyway. Full on lives. Checkpoint number 2. One particular part of the stage I do remember, the tricky crate section. I'm pretty sure that's actually coming up right now. Yeah, indeed, this. Similar to one of the bonuses we once did. We need to actually take in account that we need to have 2 pathways on the top. Because we also need to go back. And then use the lower one to get right again. Whenever taking on challenges like these, make sure to be able to go right twice and left once. Because you start at the left, but you need to come out at right. So, you need to be able to go right twice. And therefore, do it like this. Oh. Enemies. Hot pipes would have been better, because these guys we can simply spin out of existence, so they're not really a challenge to avoid. This is also something we can get burnt on, so let's time this correctly. Goes per 3. Pretty easy to avoid. This should be the final bit of the stage, platform that actually goes over all these pipes. And if I remember correctly, this indeed leads to the end. Clear gem gotten. And that's going to be our 22nd one. And that was Castle Machinery. Of course, because of this stage being a required one, not an optional stage, this one is a lot easier than Fumbling in the Dark. Even when taking the normal route, not cheesing it by taking the shortcut and actually going for 100%, even then, pretty easy to do first try. Was no need to die in this stage. But speaking of dying, it is time for the second to last boss fight in this game. The assistant to the main villain of this game, Doctor Nitrus Brio. The Frankenstein head of the scientist family, you might say. He's going to be our final obstacle before we face Dr. Cortex himself. If you squish a blob, it'll squirt across the room. And that's also indeed how we're supposed to take this guy on. As you may expect, he will fight us like a professor. He will start screwing around with potions. One of those potions, the green ones, will actually spawn blobs. And the moment we hit it, then we can hit him. That's how it works. But he also has the purple potions, and those will actually explode the moment he throws one of those at you. Those we need to avoid. Close eye on him, wait for him to throw green potion, and then make sure to step on his blobs. Make sure they don't step on you. Because of course they will attack you. Careful. No! Just be careful. Still have one extra hit left. Now he's on his final hit. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, he will drink his potions now. Meet the Hulk, everyone. He will become super huge and super mad. However, he will also become super easy. All we have to do is just step on these stones that will actually fall from the ceiling, wait for him to come close with his pounding, and then jump on his head. And that is all we have to do. Nothing too spectacular about this. In all honesty, the first phase is more of a challenge. But there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you cannot fly if you have a body like that. And that was Dr. Brio. The second to last boss fight in this game. The only one still remaining. The final boss. Doctor Neo Cortex. However, we first need to take care of one last regular stage before we're able to actually take him on. And that final regular stage is also going to be the stage to give us the final special gem. Even though we still need to pick up the purple gem, I know. But in order to pick that one up, we first need this one. But this one is in the last of the stages, you might say. And therefore, I still consider this one the last one. Break every box without dying to earn a special gem, yet again. This time in the lab. Front to back stage. Because as you can see, we cannot go this way. Need to hit all of these switches in the stage. And those we can actually use to open doors or form platforms. That's going to be the main gimmick here. It's also going to have Tawna symbols in it, so make sure to pick those up. There's going to be a bonus later on. Next we need to hit two switches. The first one for the bridge, the other for the door. Always make sure to do it quickly, because the doors will close if you're not fast enough. Also applies to the bridges that we will form. This will happen if you wait too long. The bridge will actually go poof again. And if you're still on it, you will also go poof. I hope things are clear for you guys now. Oh, be careful, some of the bridges actually move automatically. Not every single bridge is actually controlled by switches. Sometimes they do on their own. And that can make this stage a bit confusing. Especially in time attack when you're trying to do this fast. Then it is especially confusing. And I can already give you away, this stage is also pretty much impossible to do fast. Also really difficult to do without dying. Even though the stage is not per se that difficult, all with all. But at the same time, it is quite difficult to do first try, if you know what I mean. There are a lot of challenges that are not per se that difficult, but there are enough of them to actually still make it tricky to do first try. That's pretty much how this stage can be summarized. Well, anyway, at the halfway point we meet Tawna bonus. Did I get it? I did get the first one, but I'm not sure if I hit that second one. There's actually two crates up there. And you actually need the higher of the two trampoline crates to get it. And if I count correctly, I'm indeed pretty sure that I did not get it, so let's go restart this one. Make sure not to break this upper trampoline crate, because we need to go hit two off-screen boxes there. Let's get the rest out of the way, and use this one to get up here. 1, 2, yeah. This time I did get both of them. fried crates. Remember, they break after 5 hits. So make sure to be off them the moment you hit them for the 5th time. And then you do hit 12. Awesome. That takes care of that. Still have to do the second part of the stage though. Oh yeah, these guys. These guys can be annoying. Make sure not to hit them the moment after hands electrocuted, because then you will die. If they're not electrocuted, you can actually spin them and eventually knock them off the platform. It can be really difficult to time. Not per se this first one, because this one is on a pretty easy platform to avoid him. But later on, they will actually get pretty annoying. Time this with the orbs. Can we jump? Oh! Stop throwing your potions around. We all know what happened to Doctor Brio. Let's not take any risks here. Just we need to be careful. TNT crates, and then make sure to get to the platform on the side and not fall in the pit. Well, since this is for a special gem, I need to start the entire stage over. Excuse me. This can be tricky. Hit the crate and then hold it down to the left so you actually land here. And you're able to avoid the explosion. Pretty tricky business. Oh, speaking of tricky business, we're not done with those yet, it looks like. Form the bridge, avoid the orbs, and make sure you also time it in such a way that you don't get electrocuted by this guy afterwards. And this part is really annoying. Bridge right after the door, so you're not able to actually see what's coming up. Same here. First, let's jump towards this platform. And then we need to be prepared for something similar. This will open the door, but the bridge after it is going to be automatically controlled. But before the bridge is another one of those orbs. And no! That can also be pretty tricky to time. Okay, let's go time this final challenge. Go through the door, jump after the electricity onto a crate. From those, jump. Wait for the crates to blow up. And we get our yellow gem. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done here. 3 tries, not too bad. Yellow gem, perfect. 23 in total, 93% complete. And as you may expect, this is of course the gem that is able to unlock everything else in the game. Most importantly, of course, it unlocks the purple gem, but more about that later. First, we are going to check out this special location called the Great Hall. It is right before the final boss. That blimp we see over there, that is indeed where Doctor Neo Cortex is hiding. But there's one stage before that called the Great Hall, and that one actually does not have a gem. It does not have a relic. This one is special. Let's go show this one off quickly. I'm pretty sure the hint of this stage will also talk about what is up here. Return here when you've earned every clear gem. Yeah, indeed. As you can see all the way to the right over here, every single clear gem that we've collected will form one platform. So the more gems that we actually earn in this game, the further we can get in this section. That is basically the idea here. In case you were wondering why all of the special gems actually gave us platforms in stages, and why the clear gems did not. They indeed also do, but all of them in this little sub-stage. And the moment we have collected all of them, then we are able to get all the way to the right and find something special. But in this case it does not matter because we don't have all of them. And if you don't have all of them, you are forced to the regular exit of this stage, you might say. Not going for 100%, but just clearing the game regularly. That will force you to this exit over here. Doing nothing but going towards the final boss. The special cutscene that normally awaits us at the end of all of the clear gem platforms. And that is something we're not able to check out quite yet. And therefore, the only thing we have left to do is go back to all of the stages we actually missed the clear gems in. Also getting the purple gem in Lights Out, of course. And then we are able to use that purple gem to get the final couple of clear gems. Because even the purple gem will unlock a couple of clear gem stages, of course. And that is going to be our goal in the next episode. Starting with the Great Gate. The earliest stage in the game, we don't have the clear gem yet. And yes, this one we can do with the yellow gem. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for reaching the final boss with me. Next time we are going to clear off 100%. And then move on to that final boss. Treecks out.